Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Roboton, which is a brand new high-risk hype platform. So the plans for Roboton are as follows down here. You have 1% for 11 business days, which is going to net you about 111%, 4% to 8% for 20 business days, which is going to net you 120%, or you have your last plan, which is going to give you 150% for sticking around for 30 business days. Now Roboton's a little bit unique for a couple of reasons. It's not like your typical HYIP where it's just a copy, cookie cutter, paste website. A lot of times with those, they disappear extremely fast, oftentimes before you make ROI. Now with Roboton, it looks like their front end is different than their back end, which is a big deal. It means that they've put effort into more than just one part of the website, or they didn't just order, the back office and slap together a front office really quickly. They have a pretty cool affiliate platform, so you can actually get a lot of bonuses from building up a team. That's a big deal with these HYIP type of platforms because it helps with growth. They have lots and lots of different social media with lots of people on it already. Now, they have been around for a few months, but I think that with the way that the structured plans are set up, they have some life left in them. So going over to the back office here, this is their cabinet. This is how you get started. You can already see that I made a couple of deposits in Ethereum. I like to do Ethereum because it happens rather quickly. Now with Roboton, it actually happens extremely fast with Roboton. So Ethereum, if you do an Ethereum deposit, you should see it within seconds of getting into here. But you can make your deposit right here by clicking on Make a Deposit button. And you can, again, choose your plans selectively. You have Perfect Money, Payeer, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dogecoin within the system. And it'll automatically tell you the minimums for each one. Like if I were putting in Ethereum, this would be the minimum for Ethereum. And if it presents an error for you, just increase this minimum a little bit and it should work for you. So that's how you do a deposit. Again, I did my 2 deposits in my system for my cabinet, and you can already see that they're ready to go here in Ethereum, so I'm looking forward to seeing what comes for that. They have a news section here as well, which is also very helpful. Now, before I go into a little bit more detail about the plans, because there are a little bit of differences with the plans that we can get into, I also want to highlight 2 other platforms that have surprised me. So one of them is Roboton. So Roboton is still paying today. We're at 19 days, so congratulations to all those of you guys who signed up underneath me in Roboton. You are most definitely in profit. No matter which plan you really picked here, and because you get 111% after 3 days, and it's been more than 3 days since I've talked about this thing, and you can see that I've already gotten a lot of referral commissions from it, and I just wanted to show you guys, not to brag about that, but here on the first today, I'm still getting payouts from each and every one of these wallets, and every time I open my wallet, I get some tiny amount of Bitcoin pay, and I'm like, where did that come from? Well, it came from Roboton because this thing is still cranking along, still kicking. Now, it's up to you if you want to risk it and continue with it, because I do think that Roboton does have a lifespan, but it's nice to see that the deposits are still happening rather nicely. My couple $100 did go into 111% here in this system. Awesome stuff. The other one that I want to highlight really quickly is Royale Cash. This is another one that is still also working. I did withdraw some here. Now I put in an extremely tiny amount, and I did get my profits from those withdrawals from the couple of days that I've been in here, and the withdrawals that I've been doing have come to my wallet. So again, Royale Cash is working out nicely at the moment. All right, so back on over to Roboton. So let's look at the plans here for each one, the medic and the scientist. What's the difference? So medic and scientist, there's actually not really a huge difference between these 2 plans. Honestly, I probably would just do medic over and over again, because even though the percentage is lower here for medic, you get 1% every day for 11 business days. You're going to end up getting 111% at the end of your term right there. Now for scientists, it's a little bit different because for scientists, you're going to get a percentage per day. So on Monday, you get 4%. On Tuesday, 5%. Wednesday, 6%. Thursday, 7%. And Friday, you get 8%. So that's going to equal, I think, about 30% for the first week. And you're going to be in here for 4 weeks because this is business days. So 5 times 4 is 20. That's 4 weeks total, and you're going to get a total of 120% profit back at the end of this. Now, I think, and I should be corrected if I'm wrong, but I think the way that it works is if you're in the scientist plan, then obviously you're going to be getting your initial deposit back with your earnings, plus your profit back with your earnings here as well in the very last week. With the medic plan, you get 1% daily, but then at the end of that, you should be able to get your deposit back, because obviously in 11 days, you get the 1% every day, and then you get the big chunk on the 11th day. So it's up to you what you want to do. Obviously, if you're going to stick around for this for 20 days, it's probably going to be easier for you to do the scientist plan, because you're going to be able to withdraw more on a daily basis rather than risking a bigger chunk. You're risking for about 89% for 11 days here if you're doing the medic plan, as opposed to if you're doing the scientist plan. It's building up over time. So if Roboton does happen to disappear, exit, whatever, you can get back more of what you put in over time and minimize your risk with the scientist plan. So it's kind of hard to choose. It really depends on if you're going to stick around. If you really want to stick around for more than 11 days, then obviously the scientist plan is going to be the better deal. But if you're going to do the one and done, 11 days and get out and leave forever, then medic might be the better decision for you, should you choose to wait all 11 days. So that's how that works. Again, I talked about how they have an interesting affiliate program right here. So depending on your structure turnover, obviously, I mean, you're probably not going to be building a crazy, super gigantic, large team like this. But if you are building a nice team, you can get a lot of kickback from doing that. You can see the bonuses that you're getting for each level: 6%, 2%, 1%, 0.5% for each level here. And that actually goes up depending on what your turnover is. So you unlock level 5, your turnover is over $16,000. So on and so forth. All right, so the other thing that we can highlight here, we could look at this video where you have your CEO talking about the company. Now, it does look a little Fiverr-ish, like they ordered this as a person as an actor from Fiverr, so I'm not going to play it. I'm not really going to give it that much credit at the moment. They do have these trading reports right here, which could mean something. So if we take a look at that, this is what that looks like right here. It gives you all of the buys and sells that they've been doing, the sum of the orders, the volume, and the profit loss that they've been making. This is from February 17th to the 21st. So this is actually what matters to me more compared to the video, because even though you can hire an actor to do your trading, you can do your trading behind the scenes and possibly get these types of numbers. So I'm hoping that these numbers are real. It's hard to verify these things, but it's nice that they're putting this together. And if these numbers are real, then that's where I can see the sustainability of Roboton a little bit more than your typical HYIP. But always keep in mind that the risk level for this channel is always the same for everything. Treat it as gambling money. Treat it as if you're going to the casino, you're putting it into a slot machine. You're either going to get all of that money back and nothing more, you're going to get more money back, you're going to get less money back, or you're going to get no money back from doing that. So if you don't treat it like a casino, like a slot machine, then you're doing it wrong. So Roboton, that's the company yet again for you guys. 1% daily for 11 business days. You can get 120%, or you can bump that up to 111%, bump it up to 120%, or if you're sticking around for the long term, the 150% is a nice plan, because actually this is it's a little bit more than just doing this one twice. You get 120% twice, or going, this one and then this one is still going to give you less than 150% if you're sticking around for a total of 6 weeks here. Like I said, they've been around for for 3 months actually. They do have some nice Telegram chats and some nice groups here, and that's really nice to see. Life payments is here too. A lot of different tabs you guys can check out, so you guys can actually look at these on the blockchain and see whether or not they're real or faked. These are real. I've checked these, so the platform is still currently working. Again, the platform is called Roboton. Check it out for yourself. And if you want to join. If you think it's too high risk, then this is probably not the channel for you. All right, guys, that is everything for now. Again, I'm looking for more things to release on here. I will see you guys in the next video.